Hello again, we're back in Industrialist and I'm going to show you how to set up a tree farm. So I'm in sandbox mode, I've got everything unlocked, I've got 100,000 of everything, and yes, I'm going to show you how to set up a tree farm. So, what you first want to do, take your tree farm controller, there's variants of it if you unlock them during events, but still, anyway, place it down anywhere really, and next, what you want to do, tree farm sprinkler, you can place, you have to have these so trees can grow, otherwise the trees won't grow. Yes. So you can have 3 for easy, easy access. Use the candy cane tree because it grows fastest out of all. Christmas events. You don't start off with this originally. So, and from what I can tell, this is the most efficient setup in my experience. Right, this is the most efficient setup from my experience. You might find others easier. You can let me know if there's more efficient ones in the comments, but don't have to, because no, I prefer this setup because it's just easy. I remember how to do it, so yes. And yes, if you're going to do 3, I would do a bit like this, so you don't waste any space, or at least keep it symmetrical. That there, those 3, and these 3. So now we're done with the sprinklers and trees. You can expand on this if you want. I'm going to start with a smaller scale setup here. I'm going to just show you a smaller scale setup. So, for most farms you won't need much, though given I used candy cane trees, I'm going to have 3 farm harvesters. They must be in range of an output, which I just realised I don't have space for. So I'll get rid of that one. So, yes. You'll need it in range of all your harvesters, or however many harvesters you, or however many outputs you need, really. And you can actually build across. You can build across these, I think, or not. Never mind. Yes, it'll need unobstructed passage. So you'll need 1 water tank for every 3 sprinklers. Yes, it does actually say on there, and you can get water pump. Doesn't matter what type, but if you've got access to water pump 2, I'd recommend using it because it's bloody effective. So, now that you set this up, you're going to want to set up a power grid. You can use coal to power it if you'd like, which for compact coal power plant, all you need to do input a couple of coal drills. Like that, and you've got to pipe these correctly. So once you turn that on, it'll produce well, once you supply power to the wind turbines, or no, not the wind turbines, once you supply power to the coal drills, it'll start producing power. I'd suggest getting a battery, although if you're using this you might just use a rusty battery. How much power does this one? It's quite a bit actually. Yes, you can input it into the battery, connect that up to the coal drills, connect that to the battery. So it starts powering the coal drills, which means it'll have coal inputted and it will generate power. And in theory, it should be entirely self-sufficient beyond this point. Yes. Once you set it up, it is self-sufficient. So, yes. I'm going to turn this off for now so I don't create too much pollution. These go on for quite a while actually. Coal drills. Anyway, so yes, I personally wouldn't use those given they create pollution. Yes, there's more efficient green way you can use. So, what you want to do is, for power generation, preferably over coal, is first start off with a boiler, then get 2 geothermal wells. You'll need these to heat up the water. 1 geothermal well is not enough, annoyingly, and there is water loss, so yes. See, 9 water goes into 6 water, so it can't be a closed circuit. So you're going to want to put pipes in to connect these so that they can produce power. I personally use the these fluid pipes, the tier 3 fluid pipes, the non-rusty ones. It's a weird design there. Anyway, yes, I'll need to pipe all of these and then get source of water. I'm going to use water pump 2 given it's got the highest output, but you can use water pump 1 if you want. Strongly advise against using the hand crank one because that's terrible in my experience. Yes, I'll need 2 liquid dumps. 1 here for the excess water, 1 here for the steam. I don't know what. What? Do you not need to pump water into this? Right, I'm rather confused. Yes, you will need to connect these with pipes, like I've done here. And yes, double check that your pipes are correct before trying to run water through it. I'm going to put a 1x1 intersection there, just to make it so that I don't have to phantom pipe, which is connecting stuff like that, which works for some reason. Don't do that, by the way, because that's steam into the hot water. Yes, you can, I believe, run all of this off 1 pump. Actually, I'll do that. pipe that up. So yes, double check that your pipes are in full working order, because if they're not, you're going to have a slight issue. And next, what you want to do, get temporary power source for starting up everything. You also want to route the turbine to the same battery that you're going to run the machines off of, because then it can be self-sufficient, making the overall footprint smaller, and you can fit more into the same amount of space. But with this design, it probably wouldn't work. So yes, once you have enough power, I'd say wait until about 0.5 mmf. I'm going to do it now, given I have no patience. But yes, it should almost immediately start to work. That's got power. Oh, it's just going slow. Never mind. So yes, almost immediately you should see the boiler temperature start to rise. What's going on here? Having a bit of a hiccup. Yes, it should start to rise. Actually, you might need 2 water pumps for this, just to make sure you get enough water going through. Actually, I think I'm going to do that. Right. I shouldn't need that anymore. And pipe that. Almost water going into there. So, now that is above 100 degrees, it will start to produce steam. You will need water input into this port to produce it. And yes, you can hear the turbine, I hope. It's running up now. It's starting to produce power. And it can produce a stupid amount of power. All of this is green. It doesn't create any pollution at all. Once it's self-sustainable. And yes, you can use it to power other things like this. Why have these gone brown? I don't think they should go brown. Yes. So, you are going to want to then get power poles to... Of course it's too far. You're going to want to get power poles to get your power where it needs to go. And yes, be careful not to block off any outputs. And yes, personally I'd suggest getting a high voltage thing, just so you can get loads of power and this thing. And then back to this part, it will start to produce wood, which is good. Oh, it should start to produce wood. And yes, it will, the saw blades, whatever they're called, they're automatic, and they should not require interference from you. I'm going to just put all of those into a item silo for now. You can make chairs. Chairs are pretty good. Chairs are good early mid-game money-making thing. Yes. But I usually find that I get an awful lot more nails than wood. So yes, make sure you've got a lot of sawmills. It's my recommendation, because if you don't, that's 1 log every 20 seconds being processed. Can it do that? didn't even realise I could do that. That's not the best, really. But yes, that is how you create a sustainable green power setup, a early game coal generator setup, and a what's it called, a tree farm. So yes, if you have any suggestions, let me know in the comments. If you have any improvements on my design, also let me know. And yes, I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.